Hello everybody, it's your boy KirbyDK10 here, coming at you with another Overkill Podcast. We're on episode number 34. I'm here with my boy Meta.
What's up? What's up?
We are the Overkill Podcast. So, to start off today's show, we have more Call of Duty news because we are a Call of Duty podcast. They made a really dumb decision. This came out yesterday. Just yesterday, they had a little blog about carry forward content coming to Black Ops 6. Of course, any of the content and all the stuff that you had last year will not carry over to the new game. Not a surprise there.
Not at all.
But all of your double XP tokens, because all the Call of Duty games are connected through the HQ, your XP tokens will be available in Warzone. And all the Black Ops 6 content will be in Warzone as well, and they'll be integrated with Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. So you can use your XP tokens from last year, but you can't use them on the new game, even though it's all connected, which to me doesn't make sense. And I personally think they're just trying to do this to, incentivize you to buy battle passes and stuff like that. And also, they want you to they want people to play the game, obviously, for playtime reasons and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty disappointing. Yeah, I don't know how you feel about that, Meta, but
Yeah, I mean, once again, I cannot be surprised by anything that happens relating to COD anymore. There is nothing that shocks me, and this is no exception. I mean, it's unfortunate the game felt good. I don't know how much I'm going to care about Black Ops 6, but this really doesn't affect me because I don't care about the XP tokens, but I know it will a lot of people. But the people that it'll affect will buy it anyway, so it's not really going to affect anyone. It just kind of sucks.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't think it really will affect too much because they have confirmed that for camos, at least, you can start the camos as soon as you get the weapon, so you don't have to level up. So normally, with how Call of Duty has been doing it recently, is you have to level up the weapons first before the camos unlock. Well, now,
Sure.
what they're doing is basically every weapon has 100 headshots, let's say, or for snipers it'll be one-shot kills.
Okay.
And so after you complete those, then you get the more specialized camos that are get kills without attachments or get kills without perks or something like that. So you get more specific challenges once you complete the basic headshots or whatever it is. So
Sure.
I think that's how they're maybe a little bit softening the blow of this. But I mean, it still does suck because now you're gonna have to wait for double XP weekends or get battle passes to get the double XP tokens to level up, because they're gonna have that prestige system now. So yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely unfortunate. Oh wow! All right, I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. Oh well. Yeah. Anyways, there's been some interesting stuff happening this week. I've brought a little I would call them different stories to the pod this week. They were ones that really caught my attention. So, the creator of that game, Overkill, the indie game, if you know the one I'm talking about, it's where you go around, it's a FPS kind of roguelike. And someone posted a picture of themselves on X with a sentence that just says, "I heart pirating indie games." And the creator of Overkill came by and he said, as a creator of said game, you should support indies if you can, but culture shouldn't exist only for those people who can afford it. Overkill wouldn't exist if I hadn't had easy access to movies, music, and games growing up. If you don't have money, you can support via word of mouth. He also said down below, even the more business-minded people around could recognize that if you pirate a game, then enjoy it, spread the word about it, get someone else to buy it. That's at worst an equal trade, at best an additional sale that wouldn't have happened if you hadn't pirated it. This is so true, and I know we've talked about pirating on this show before, but I think I've revised my view on it in a few aspects. I kind of have started to agree if buying isn't owning, then pirating isn't stealing, and especially as we start seeing games be removed, servers shut down, the ability to even buy the games has been taken away. I think pirating is actually a way to go, and I've even begun allegedly pirating music and stuff. Allegedly, I would never do that. So, but it's music I already own. It's music I've already bought.
Well, yeah.
So, is it really stealing?
Mm-hmm.
Probably by the law.
Yeah, I mean, technically it would be stealing, but I think if you already own a piece of media, so for instance, I think emulation is completely fine. With a game that you haven't bought, that's maybe on Steam and you want to pirate it, especially I think indie games, you should try to support them, especially because most indie games are $15, and they go on sale frequently. So I feel like I would be more supportive of this if it was a bigger game, I don't know, Call of Duty or something like that, or Battlefield. I don't know. I wouldn't.
You think the size of the game matters?
Yeah, I think I don't think it's as bad if you're doing it to a $1 trillion company basically.
Okay, fair enough.
I mean, but in the eyes of the law, it's all the same, right? So.
In the eyes of the law, it's all the same, and honestly, yeah, I guess I just don't really care anymore, because if it's a game that I like or if it's a game I respect, I'll ultimately buy it. Pirating a game is a lot of work though, compared to other media, so that's a big barrier of entry.
Yeah, see, I would never pirate a game because I don't want to get viruses or whatever.
Yeah, it's not worth it on a brand new PC. But I've come around on pirating, especially on games you can't own anymore, or buy anymore, old games.
Well, yeah, that too.
Definitely anything from the 360 back, I would definitely be yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. We had a dev come out in support of piracy for once, which is surprising.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just thought it was interesting.
Well, I guess moving on. Well, I thought this was kind of funny. The creator of Super Smash Bros., Masahiro Sakurai, said that he was sorry to the people who spent hundreds to thousands of hours on Smash Bros. And his Kirby games as well. I don't think anyone's put in that much time to Kirby, but he basically was saying that every game that comes out nowadays has to compete with phones, because you're basically competing with people's free time and their attention, and it's a lot easier to pull out a phone. And especially whenever you first wake up, you usually don't immediately go to your computer, right, or your console. You usually pick up your phone.
Definitely not.
And so you're kind of constantly competing with people's time. And he said it's interesting to see how people use that time. And he was basically saying that you could basically be doing anything besides gaming. I was kind of surprised because he.
Oh shit! Wait. So he came out in anti-support for gaming. Is that what it is?
Not really. He was just saying you shouldn't spend that much time on a game. Is basically.
Oh.
I think that's what he
Yeah.
was saying. Because he was basically talking about like time sink games like Vampire Survivors and Power Wash simulators. It was playing in the background while Sakurai said, uh, basically said, they're time wasters.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are a lot of games that are just time wasters that I don't think are worth
Yeah.
Your time. And those, the worst part is those have become more popular. I do apologize, everyone. The cats have chewed through my fucking webcam cord. That was like $100 webcam. Shitters. But yeah, I think there are a lot of games like that exist now. I know I've advocated for a few of them, like Rusty's Retirement and some other ones. But yeah, I mean, let's be honest, gaming at the end of the day might not be a waste of time. It is just entertainment, but all entertainment is kind of a waste of time in a way. So it depends on how you look at it.
He says in the modern world, you're constantly competing against everything else. It's a battle for people's time. Even if someone has a lot of free time on their hands, that means something different now than it did in the past. There are always things to do. The question is, how do people choose to spend the time? I mean, that's kind of like I feel like that's I mean, that's kind of always been a thing, right? They're like, but as media has progressed, I feel like nowadays it's even wilder because you have like TikTok, YouTube, you have all the social media, and then you have games, and then you have like mobile games, and you have like all these different ways that you can basically waste your time. But yeah,
1,000%.
kind of brutal.
Yeah, 1,000%. I always love yelling from all the way in the back of my room. 1,000%. I think too. I guess to elaborate on his point is that, all these different platforms now are obsessed with keeping your time, with tracking your time, with making sure they get the most, clicks from your time. And I really hesitate to to support like more time wasters. We have YouTube Shorts, we have TikTok, which I don't use, thank God. Instagram has Shorts. YouTube has long form videos, if that's a better way to waste your time. TikTok has longer form videos if you prefer to waste your time on 5-minute videos instead of 30-second ones. Amazon now, I'm looking at Amazon right now, which I try not to buy from, and they have live streams of people testing out stuff they bought on fucking Amazon. Why?
That's my favorite. Yeah, I know. One day because I don't use Amazon too much because I have like an account, but I don't have Prime or anything, and so I usually try not to shop. But I opened the app just because I wanted to browse around for stuff, and I saw they had like a shorts section, and I was like, "What is this?" And I just clicked on it. It's basically just free ads. It's just ads that you can like subject yourself to, and I'm like, "Why would anyone ever do this?"
Yeah, what?
I don't know. Just to me, it seems like so wild.
What are you doing?
Almost like
yourself?
dystopian. Yeah.
Yeah. What? Whatever. Yeah. I don't get it, but yeah, just so many ways to fucking waste your time.
Yeah.
Anyways, I guess we can move on to our next story. So, talking about piracy and games that you can't get access to anymore, we have had the NES Classic, the SNES Classic, but we haven't had an N64 Classic, which I think would, if they release one, probably wouldn't come out for another 5 to 10 years anyways. But would you buy one?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I did get the SNES Classic because it actually was in stock, unlike the NES Classic. If they stocked it up enough, I probably would. If I like went into GameStop and saw it,
Sure.
I probably would get one. I don't have as many memories with the N64 though. I really want to see a GameCube Classic, but you know that might be a little. I think it's possible, but it might be a little too. What do you call it? It might be too much of a pipe dream.
Yeah, I don't think we'd see something like that for quite a while. Well, and I don't know if I think the only reason the SNES and the NES Classic did so well is because those games are literally so old that the only purpose of buying the Classic Edition is just to have a little mini version of the console. Because, you can emulate those games and they'll take up a whole 5 megabytes, right? So,
Yeah.
and the controllers also suck, so there's better controllers now too. But it's a little bit of a nostalgia bait. I don't know. This is still a pipe dream I have. I know you want the GameCube. I would imagine it would have things like Smash and Mario Kart on it. I think one of the reasons they didn't do it is because the game file sizes are a little bigger and the games are more complex. And I think they'd rather sell you the Nintendo, Nintendo Online Plus or whatever
Yeah.
they have on the Switch. And as long as that service exists on the Switch, I don't think we'll be getting it.
Well, plus the thing too, I think with the GameCube it's already like a pretty small console, so like if you miniaturize it, it literally is like a cube. It becomes like even smaller than like a Rubik's cube.
Oh yeah,
For
sure. It would be really funny.
I swear though, I think someone's like they bought their own hardware, and I think pretty sure they've already like emulated the GameCube on a smaller device than the actual console itself. Maybe not yet. I don't know. I think I saw something where they made like a portable GameCube where the top like flipped out and it was a screen. But yeah, I would definitely buy a N64 Mini.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's it. That's the whole thing. I just love imagining an N64 Mini.
Based.
My pipe dream. It's my pipe dream.
Yeah. We got another sad story with Unity canceled its runtime pricing, and now the subscription pricing will go up. Now, this doesn't really affect us gamers, but it does affect game developers. So basically, runtime pricing, what you could do is you could pay once for your game to not have the little Unity logo once it opened, basically. Now what you have to do is you basically have to do the Unity subscription, which is already like, I think it's $2,000 a month, and so this is for like really big game devs, like some AA devs. But a lot of people after this announcement have said that they're going to be moving to other platforms. A lot of devs have already done so, and so I'm assuming what they're doing is basically they've already released their game with Unity, and the sequel game is going to get ported to a different engine. And so it looks like the subscription price is going from $2,040 to $2,200 starting next year. It says per seat. Not sure what that. Oh, per.
Damn.
I guess per person per seat. Wait. I guess per person using the engine. So if you have like 3 devs, that's like That's
These cats are
extra.
miss-
Oh my gosh, it's extra like $500, man.
Holy
Rough.
moly.
Every month. Yeah, no, I mean, I can see why
Holy
this.
shit.
I can see why this is causing a lot of people to switch. But
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah, that's his,
pretty
that's
rough.
expensive as shit.
I think this is kind of why like we're seeing a lot of devs go to the Unreal Engine.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, I think so. I think Unreal is really gonna pop off. Because, Unity was always the casual, well, the, like, beginner platform,
Yeah.
and that's the big meme, you see the Unity logo. Like, oh no.
Yeah, it's kind of hit and miss, but with any game that's made with Unity, but yeah, it's kind of sad to see.
You hate to see it, folks.
You got more news on Concord, my guy.
I know that, yeah, I know that adding the subscription fee in the first place was one of the hottest gaming stories like about a year ago. So, yeah. So I've labeled this section. This is more of like a PSA and something y'all can go look into, or maybe Kirby will throw up some images in the editing. I don't know, but so Concord, as we talked about last week, has shut down the servers. No one liked the character designs. The Steam forums are an absolute shit show. The devs are still butthurt. And yeah, essentially they've the character designers have been having soy-filled rants and have been losing their fucking minds about the fact that they're going to have to redesign characters and that some of them might lose their jobs. And I feel bad for them for having to lose their jobs or whatever, but honestly, whoever thought that those characters look good is delusional. And then whoever thought that Concord played well is also delusional. I've seen the gameplay. I'm not going to pay for a game that looks like that shit. And honestly, they need to rework the gameplay and the character designs. I think half the time they can't even start off the base of what the character is. They just have to completely redo the character's color scheme, kind of theme, everything. It just is that ugly and that unplayable. And then as far as gameplay, it needs to play smoother. It's just I don't know what they were thinking. I really don't. I mean, fuck me.
My favorite is the oh, what's her name? Hold on. Amari, the character in Concord. People are comparing her to the green Skittle. Oh man.
One of the ugliest characters
yeah.
in fucking gaming.
Every character, it seems like they went like they didn't go for simplistic designs. They tried to like over design.
They did. They have way too much clothes and like just and they didn't consider what the character is. Like, I don't know their names, but this black character with like the afro, the like double side afro.
Yeah.
She apparently jumps around real quick. Well, from what I understand, to he, but I don't know. Whatever. She jumps around a lot and throws knives and is real agile and whatever. I don't know. Sorry about the pronouns. I don't know. I don't want to deal with it. They go. I just don't. I can't be bothered. I didn't play the game, but they throw knives. But yet it's a chunky character. It's got big shoulders. Like the design. She's got big shoulders. She's got like Jordans on. She's got like this. She's not thin. Like, you wouldn't expect a character that throws knives to be chunky like that. And so there's this beautiful YouTube video by this guy called Critical Art 64. And, you know, a bit of a chud, if I say so myself. And he has gone through and he's made a new design where she's like thin. He's like cropped up her jacket, made it less bulky. Also slimmed down the face, made it a little more feminine. And gave her some running shoes to throw knives with, which is, I think, probably his best redesign in this YouTube video. Some other designs are for Amari, the green M&M. There's a guy on Reddit that I really like. The guy's video, Cynical Art, was pretty good, or Critical Art. But this guy's name is the Confused Guy, and I really like his Amari, where he's added like tubes, thinned her armor down, not thinned the character down, but thinned the armor down, and has, you know, kept the big shoulder pads, but made all the other armor more tight fitting, so it looks good, right? Mm-hmm. And also gave her some hair that sticks out, so you can actually identify what the hell she is. I think like just some basic principles, and the whole idea is like she's supposed to be chunky and thick with her big gun, and that's been kept. And then I think the last character design that I really like is this guy, the Critical Art guy. He redid the character Mr. D, who's like this big fat like IT guy. He does something with technology, I don't know, but he just has on like these ugly like pants that are up way too high. And he just has this ugly jacket, and the guy's redesigned it to where he has like a winter jacket. He's holding like an AK. He's got like, you know, more of like a tactical look and a more like techie look. So, yeah, I don't know what they were going for, but goodness.
Yeah, I think it was like, to me, the character design. I think the most simplistic way to say it is like they tried to do Overwatch, but like in a realistic style.
Oh, right.
Like, I think it just doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't flow well with what they're trying to do. Like if I see, for instance, like Valorant, they have to have, all the characters in that game have to have like the same build because it's like a tactical, you know, like Counter-Strike kind of game. But even then, you have like Brimstone, who's a little more bulky, and you have Cypher, who's kind of like skinnier, and so you kind of have like differences there. But you like, whenever you see a Valorant character, you can tell it's from the game, right?
Yeah.
But like Concord, to me, it looks too much. It looks too realistic. It could be from like any game, you know?
Yeah. It could be. It could be from any like post-apocalyptic looking. You know,
sci-fi kind of,
sci-fi game. Yeah, it's just it doesn't make any sense. Oh goodness. Oh yeah, that's Concord. It's going back into redesign. I don't think it'll be good when they re-release it either, because the game is just fundamentally not good. But yeah,
Oof.
You know, it starts with how ugly the characters are. You know, we can. So I've even heard like arguments of like, well, is it because the characters are fat? Is that why? Is it because you're a bigot and they're fat? Is that why they're not good enough for you? No. Have you looked at Overwatch? Have you seen May? Have you seen Roadhog? You know why Roadhog gets away with it? Because he's ugly and large. Because he's cool. He's fucking cool, dude. That's how.
Yeah. And he has backstory with Junkrat, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Robbing banks and stuff. Yeah.
He's fucking cool. So, yes. And then there's May, who's like a chunky little gal who's cute, and she's so kawaii, and that's how she gets, you know, she has a good design. She doesn't have big bulky armor on. She has like a winter coat that is like cinched at her waist. Like, it's basic clothing design that I don't know how these people missed. So just a complete swing and a miss, a complete fail, and I hesitate to say they deserve all the failure that's coming to them, but that's kind of how I feel because it was just blatant stupidity on like how fucking ugly these characters are.
Based.
I feel bad. I feel bad that they might lose their job, but man, they fucked it up pretty good. And there's no one else they can blame but themselves. You can't be like, well, the executive told me to make him this ugly. I don't think so. I think you made him that ugly on purpose. You think they look cool. And a lot of the devs have come out and thought they believed the character designs were okay. So, that just goes to show you. Goes to show you.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Well, I guess that's it for the podcast, boys.
Yep.
Hope you guys enjoyed. It's been your boy Kirby. Peace.
It's been your boy Meta. Been nice and offensive. Peace.